What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. He finally did it. Finally, after 63 years, LeBron Ramon James ties Michael Jordan in 30-point games. Yeah, I'm saying he started his career before Mike. It feels like it. Shit. Like he's been playing since the 60s. Well, he in that on LeBron in that scene when Forrest Gump met John Kennedy and shit. I could have sworn LeBron was like the motherfucker that gave him that Dr. Pepper and shit. Wasn't it him? But anyway, after 63 years, LeBron James registers his 562nd career 30-point game. He did it against, what was it, Portland? A team they played, it seems like 8 times already. And that ties Michael Jordan's all-time record for most 30-point games. I know a lot of people think it would be Wilt Chamberlain. But remember, Wilt changed his playing style about halfway into his career, I think, 1967 about. And increasingly more so as his career progressed, he shot the ball less and less, to the point where I think like Wilt's last year, I think he only shot the ball 8 times a night or something. For all the people that said he was a ball hog. Even Michael Jordan, when his teams got better, he reduced the amount of times he shot the basketball. Only one guy that I could think of that consistently has had teams and organizations adjust to him, the uber narcissist that you see on the left-hand side. I believe he's played in 451 more games than Michael Jordan. So at the end of the day, this is not very impressive to me. For a guy to be the all-time leading scorer, 40-some thousand points, the only guy with 40-some thousand points, and for you to just now tie MJ, even though you've played, I know I say 60-something years, but it's been 22 years in a row. You played nonstop basketball for the most part for 22 years. And you're just now tying a guy that played 15 seasons, with 2 of those years really not full seasons. One of them, he came back with 17 games left in the season. The other one, he missed 64 games due to a foot injury. Plus, the brother retired twice before retiring for a final time in 2003. And all that time, you just now passing him? Reaching him. Now, he'll pass him soon. And then, the media's going to go nuts and make much ado about nothing. And it's funny because, and this has been said before, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had the all-time scoring record for almost 40 years, 39 years. And he had all these scoring records. He still has some scoring records, minutes record. Nobody cared. Nobody knew. Matter of fact, when people was making an argument about Kareem versus Wilt, or Kareem versus Mike, or Kareem versus anybody, why is Kareem not the GOAT? He got the numbers. You know what the main thing they would say? Well, yeah, but Kareem played a long time. He played a long time. So why we change the rules for him? And then, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, we can't just brush off and brush aside the allegations. Okay, I know the media runs away from it. But we remember what Chael Sonnen said. It ain't just about what he said. He doesn't legitimize it only by himself, although that's an ESPN employee saying that. And it actually incriminated himself. And LeBron James, Rich Paul, Clutch Sports say nothing. Don't threaten legal action. Don't go to the social media and condemn him. And I know some people say, well, if you bring it up, delegitimize the accusation. It's floating out there, though. And then he repeated it again on another podcast like 4 months later or 6 months later, something to that effect, and still nothing. Not only that, but when there was the investigation with Balco, people close to him were linked to that investigation as far as damn near being pretty much found culpable of engaging in that type of stuff, like as far as having PEDs. But somehow that's not enough to, at the very least, raise suspicion, allegedly. But Barry Bonds, who never actually failed a drug test, he's out of the Hall of Fame. Why? Oh, because people say he looks like he used. People said, oh, there's no way a guy could be that age and playing at that high level. So why is one set of rules for Barry Bonds, but not other people fall under the same judgment? It's just something seems a little fishy to me with that, you know? I'm just saying, y'all. But anyway, congratulations to LeBron James for finally tying. That kind of reminds me of, what was it, last year? He finally passed Michael Jordan in offensive rebounds. A guard. He finally passed him. Think about this. LeBron's like well over 10,000 rebounds, right? Jordan had, I think, something around 6,000 rebounds. LeBron just passed this man in offensive rebounds. That tells you all he does is stand around on defense and wait to collect the defensive board. And then when you see the end of the game, oh, man, he had 10 rebounds. Man, he didn't really have like an impactful 10. His 10 rebounds a game is not like, hell, Bill Lambert's 10 rebounds a game. Or an average player with 10 rebounds. Barkley's 10, 11, 12 rebounds a game. It's not the same. The hardest rebounds to get are offensive rebounds. And if a player's averaging 4, 5, 6 offensive rebounds, Moses Malone was the hardest working man under the boards. When he got 10, 12 rebounds, you know he worked hard. This dude, come on, man. I'm just saying. Just like when a running back has an 1,800-yard season, 1,500-yard season. If he's running behind a great offensive line, as opposed to what Barry Sanders did, hey, what the guy running behind the great offensive line, like Emmitt Smith, hey, kudos to him, but we recognize the difference. See, sometimes some guys get numbers, and it's impressive, but you got to look at the situation. You got to look at different things, Emmitt Smith had the longevity going for him. That's LeBron James. Jordan did what he did in a much more dominant fashion. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, when he was with the Wizards, he was still playing on both ends of the floor. So I just don't see this dude anywhere near Jordan level, man. He's just not. But anyway, congratulations to him, I guess. Come with you guys.